los pájaros, vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos, vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones, vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones, vengo agradecida al punto de partida, vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida, vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego, vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno. Vengo buscando un ideal de un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, they can't have any complaints about the way they've started the new season. They're 4-1 coming into this sixth game and have looked very, very sharp. Well, as we know, the value of great
It's interconference time for these Thunder as they come in as the visiting team. The Bulls happy to return to Chicago after the road trip. And, of course, Kevin Durant. Even without him over the short term, they've really come together and are playing some pretty good basketball.
Kevin, I've got to admit, I was caught off guard by this trade. I mean, he played such a big part for them. He was the last guy I expected them to move.
Yeah. But if you're going to make a move, this is when you want to do it, when a guy has basically lifted his ceiling. And so now it creates some other opportunities for some of your younger players. We'll just have to see how that transition plays out and how those new pieces fit.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Allen is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Butler in at the small forward position.
And guys, Kirk Hinrich, a steady, reliable point guard, but not last season. Something went severely wrong with his shot to the point where he suffered career-low shooting percentages from the field and from three-point.
Here's Westbrook. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. With the floater, that doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Durant kicks to Rose. And he gets it to go.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
Westbrook against Durant. Outside Westbrook. Allen outside. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Allen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the inside. And Joakim Noah again.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
It's Allen again for 3. Allen's got his second bucket of the night.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
There's a good screen. Rose kicks to Durant. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The 3. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Butler. 9 points for Ray Allen.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Gasol, a screen on Westbrook. Outside Durant. The 3. That doesn't go either for Durant.
The clear look at the hoop, he doesn't miss many of those.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big 3, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those 3 was able to finish the season.
Offensive rebound. Hinrich kicks to Durant. Gasol a screen. It's Durant on the wing. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Charlotte.
And defensively, guys, he was just all over the place, forcing turnovers and applying terrific ball pressure. And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster. And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Can't hit, and the Thunder going the other way now.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
Now Durant. After Westbrook's missed 3, Gasol. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season, seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And Westbrook, here we go. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact. Really, the right play defensively, if you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Now here's Westbrook, and there's the defensive 3-second call. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. McGee's checked in.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And here's Westbrook, following the three from Kevin Durant. Allen outside. Six on the shot clock. He feeds it to Butler from about 19 feet. And that one comes up a bit short.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Rose kicks to Durant. Durant with another miss.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Pass to Allen. Launches it. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight.
He is on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 6. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated.
Comes from me being 8 years old.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for him.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
So for Oklahoma City right now, DJ Augustine out there with Allen, and there's JaVale McGee, and there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Young in at the 4 spot. Now here is Mirotic. 9-point game his last outing. Here's Rose, and Gibson kicks to Mirotic. Drills it from outside. Mirotic has got his first 3 points of the game.
I tell you what, he has quite the axe to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer, was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Butler from outside, and again Oklahoma City with the triple.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range, trading blows from behind the arc.
Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clark, he came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
Chicago making a switch here. Noah's checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. Waiters is checked in. Passes it to Mirotic. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Mirotic has got 5 points now this quarter. The Thunder leading by 7. Here's Augustine. He kicks to Butler. Stolen by Brooks. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And the basket by Rose.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now Augustine. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Brooks outside. The kick out to Rose. Gibson the screen. Rose goes in. Know what? Some solid defense from Butler. Oklahoma City's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try. Trying to put that one behind.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
Now here's Brooks. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside Butler. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic.
Well, a good game tonight for Butler. He's got 8 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
That free throw good from Butler. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
Here's Westbrook. Aaron Brooks picking up that last basket, and that is good.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it? And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
Well, Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
1:05 left in the second quarter. From the low block.
There are times when as a team, you find yourself missing shots that you know you normally make. I mean, that's just part of the game. But that's when you have to dig deep, stay focused, commit to playing defense, and count on your defense to keep you in there and eventually to bail you out of situations when your shot's not falling.
Brooks kicks to Gasol. Ibaka against Mirotic. Ibaka, the pass to Butler. To the left side wing. Westbrook against Brooks. 6 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
Durant's checked in for Noah. Ray Allen is checked in for the Thunder. Durant against Butler. Now here's Durant. 5 points in the game. And it's in off the backboard. Durant's got 7 points in the game. So as we conclude.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, how confident are you that...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille. Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They're leading by 16. Kenny, what's your take?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Ray Allen really has his fingerprints all over this one.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Chicago right now, at the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Heinrich and Rose the guards. And it's Durant in at the 3. Now here's Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. From the corner. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Rose kicks to Durant. Gasol with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. The baseline J. It's a big height bouncing goes in. Gasol's got his second bucket tonight.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Heinrich. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. From deep, Rose, another 3 for Chicago.
They're not going to run that play very often, but hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that 3. Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Oklahoma City leading by 11. Right side, Westbrook. Durant with the steal. Outside, Gasol. 16 feet away. Here's Noah. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Allen with it. He's picked up by Heinrich. Durant against Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Great D that time from Durant.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
And here is Durant after Jimmy Butler made that last three-pointer. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. Chicago making some changes. Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Dunleavy in for Kirk Heinrich. JaVale McGee's checked in for Oklahoma City. Young comes in for Butler. Now here's Rose. 9 points in the game so far. And finished off by Noah.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Ibaka. And 11 points for Russell Westbrook.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Bulls trail by 14. Last season, the Bulls were a tough matchup, solid margin of victory for them, and never looked overwhelmed, Clark.
Yeah, you know what? They're a team that's even key.
Oh, goodness! Where did that come from? That was beautiful.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And let's quickly take a look at some stats for Kevin Durant. Great showing for him last season. Last season, he averaged 25 points per, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Impossible to guard right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Dunleavy dishes to Rose. And there's the feed to Durant. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. We all know about Durant's injury last season. Strange because he was the model of health pretty much before that.
He really was. I mean, just rarely missed extended time. And factoring he, along with Westbrook, 2 guys who had been really the model of durability. Health is something he nor the fans will ever take for granted again.
McGee's shot is off. It's stolen by Ibaka. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Rose.
You know, a quick note about Kevin Durant and his ability to stay on the floor. Prior to last season, he played in 97% of all games that he could have. That's high-level durability there.
And thinking about how much Durant has played, that 97% of games played is for international play and playoffs. That's an incredible amount of games that he's suited up for. You wonder if it just wore down his body.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
It's stolen by Rose. Looking to get back on track here. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Some good play from Rose in this one. 9 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
And Westbrook, here we go. Young outside. Feeds it to McGee. Clock at 6. Allen inside the three-point line. McGee the pass to Ibaka. Westbrook up top. He's covered by Rose. A second chance effort. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Brooks against Westbrook. Mirotic the screen. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The Bulls have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of the...
Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Thunder leading by 12, and Oklahoma City looking who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. DJ Augustine out there with Allen, and it's Butler in at the small forward. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Thunder.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
And that one's good. 15 points for Kevin Durant.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Bulls made the postseason for the 10th time in their last 11 seasons last year. They have become a fixture, Greg, in the playoffs in the East.
And how about last season, Kevin, had that interdivision matchup in their first round against the up-and-coming Bucks. Some hiccups for them in that series, but they were able to prevail.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Allen's shot is off.
Boy, in that playoff series against the Bucks, the Bulls looked like they were primed for an upset as they started slowly, eventually pulled it together, and came in as the underdogs against the Cavs.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Chicago making a switch here. Rose is checked in.
And the Cavs knocked out the Bulls in 6 games. Bulls went up 2-1 in the series, but didn't have an answer for LeBron. Strong effort from the Bulls, though, but they just couldn't match the firepower of the Cavs.
Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Rose kicks to Gasol. Allen against Heinrich. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the 3rd player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other 2, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
And Butler sends it back. Allen left side. The three-pointer no good.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Left side Durant, three-pointer. Durant with another miss.
You know, in talking about D-Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Allen leading the charge.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise. And guys, more and more, you know, we're seeing the league try to protect the health of the players. I mean, you see the evidence on the court. Over the last 5 years, the league has cut down the number of cameramen along the baselines in half, giving these great athletes a little more runway to land safely.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He said making sharp entry feeds, getting the ball into the post, and getting points on the low block is going to be critical the rest of the way. He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And speaking of more space for the players, there's even been talk of widening the court. What do you think of that, Clark?
You know, players have gotten bigger and more athletic, so I wouldn't be opposed to maybe widening the lane a bit. I know the owners with those front row seats breaking in that cash might not want to expand the court.
Oklahoma City leading by 18. Outside Westbrook. To the paint. Here's Ibaka. Can't get it to go. Great defense that time from Noah. Ahead. And it's Rose. This time the assist by Durant. 15 points for Rose. The Thunder have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Westbrook kicks to Allen. The pass to Adams. The kick outside to Butler. Clock at 6. 4-3. Westbrook. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Thunder.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Well, Kevin, timing and anticipation, they got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum in this one.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Allen. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here for sure.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Waiters kicks to Augustine. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. It's deflected. So no problem for Oklahoma City.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's move on to our just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. He did not shy away from the moment.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie.
Salute to hip-hop, MCs and DJs, culture strong as ever, bumpy knuckles.